is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
To throw, it's Brady.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen, but we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
On play action, it's Brady.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh.
From midfield, here's Brady.
Open man, completes it to Claypool.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Play action. Now it's Brady.
That's reeled in by Claypool. What a catch.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. But he did everything but get him in the end zone there. But now they're set up. Golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And out across midfield down to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DJ Moore, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now a play fake. Brady.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Brady to throw again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. 7-7, our score after 1. Throwing on second and long. Brady looking for Shepard deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start.
They'll start with the option.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I'd get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again with Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady going to go on 4th down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On play action, now Brady. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Brady. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
On 1st and 10, Watson.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson, and that is taken in by Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's Watson. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Brady now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Brady. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Oh, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field. Out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Off of play action, it's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Watson off play action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And got his man complete. The 40. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 48. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now Brady. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure.
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the give, this is Harris. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 37. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Browns defense stands tall. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
To throw, Watson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Watson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left. And this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits more. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here's Watson.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked.
And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Missed.
This will not go down. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. That was tremendous effort, especially after the catch. Breaking through tackles, fighting for extra yards.
So was that just great effort, or were there a lot of missed tackles?
Yeah, the defense did help him a bit.
Yeah, he certainly did, but let's focus on the positive. He made it happen.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris standing alone with a new NFL record, 32nd touchdown. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Switzer now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Steelers, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.